All right, let's cut to the chase. Most Google Ads campaigns, they fail. And I'm not talking about kind of underperforming. I'm talking about wallet draining, soul crushing, absolute failure. But why though? You know, something that looks so easy, how could it go so wrong? You just set up a campaign, throw some money in there, and you just watch the sales roll in. But how could that go so horribly wrong for most people? Today, I'm gonna break down the two biggest reasons why most people fail with Google Ads so you can avoid them and start actually making your campaigns work. So let's get into it. Number one, your business might just not be ready yet. First off, let's talk about something that people typically completely overlook. Is your business actually even ready for Google Ads? Because here's the hard truth. Google Ads isn't gonna magically fix a business that isn't working. A lot of folks I talk to, they start their brand new business, throw up a website with a ton of stock photos, and immediately launch ads, and they just expect customers to just be begging for their services. But if you don't have, a proven offer or a validated product or even a few happy customers, Google isn't gonna suddenly make you successful, right? Us Google Ads agencies, we're not miracle workers. Speaking of reviews, this is huge for local service or e-commerce companies. If you have no Google reviews, or worse, bad reviews, customers are gonna click on your ad, see those 1-star or no star ratings, and bounce faster than a cat on a tin roof. I use Hotjar for most of my clients, which allows me to use heat maps to see users' experiences. I also get a library of live recordings that shows me literally every single step that a user took. And the most common click that I see is whether it's a product or a service, people go right to the reviews. Another thing is patience or the lack of it. People will launch a Google Ads campaign, run it for a couple weeks, go, where are the leads? And if they don't see massive results, they just turn it off. Massive mistake. Google Ads isn't like a vending machine where you just, put money in and see results come out, but it's more like planting a tree. You have to give it time. I recommend at least 90 days because that first 90-day window is absolutely flooded with optimizations on the landing page, the website, the offer, the ads, everything. So these 90 days are crucial to let the data accumulate, optimize your bids, and actually start seeing some meaningful results. And this leads me to the next big reason that most Google Ads campaigns fail. Even if your business is great, your Google Ads campaigns can still fail if your Google Ads foundation is garbage. Here's the double-edged sword. Google has made it extremely easy for anyone to get started, make a campaign, and start spending. They hold your hand. They recommend all these smart and AI settings. You put your dollar amount per day budget and then boom, you're running ads. But just because it's been made easy doesn't mean it's made right. Most people watch a few YouTube videos, they follow some generic advice, and they think they're running a proper campaign, but Google isn't a one-size-fits-all platform. What works for one business or one customer is not going to work for yours. So if you don't master the basics, your campaigns are doomed. And here are a few fundamental mistakes that I see. Poor campaign structure. A lot of people will lump tons of different keywords into one campaign with broad types, exact types, phrase types, and then they even have different products or services or different wording of those things in the exact same ad groups. Congratulations, you're wasting money. Number two, most people do not have accurate conversion tracking. If you're not tracking what's actually making you money, then what's the point? Number three, bad ad group setup. I kind of touched on this, but putting random keywords together and advertising multiple different products or services in the same ad group is just throwing everything everywhere. And then people who are looking up one thing are seeing ad copy for a different thing that you all put in the same thing. And it doesn't get people's attention. It doesn't speak directly to them. And it's overall going to lead to a bad user experience because nothing you have is congruent. Number four is not understanding the importance and how to utilize keyword match types. So if you're using broad keywords without, knowing what you're doing, you're probably showing up on the dumbest searches imaginable. The bottom line is Google Ads is not just about pressing buttons, but it's about actually knowing what all these buttons do. This is why there are room in this space for agencies like myself to take this off people's plate because it's almost a full-time job. If you're running your own Google Ads and you don't have conversion tracking set up, I highly suggest that you try and learn because it's going to make you want to rip your hair out and then you're going to call someone like myself. But let's go ahead and wrap this up. Okay. So to summarize, if your business isn't ready, if you don't have a solid product, reviews, or patience, you're setting yourself up for major failure. If you don't understand the fundamentals of Google Ads, the proper campaign structure, tracking, ad groups, keywords, your account is just going to bleed money forever. Google Ads works and it can most definitely work for your business. but only if you do it right. If you're struggling with your Google ad campaigns and you want a second pair of eyes, I offer free Google Ads audits. Click below for the link in the description, or if you're like, Johnny, you're the expert, we would rather just give everything to you and let you run it, I have a link for you also in the description below. I hope this video gave you some clarity. If you have any questions or comments, let me know in the description down below. If you have any questions or comments, drop one below and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.